Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching and I hope you will be fluent in English. Our story today is titled, The Strength of Brotherly Love. John and Emily were brother and sister. They lived in a peaceful village in the southern countryside of England. John was 3 years older than Emily. He had bright blue eyes and a quick mind. Emily looked up to John and loved spending time with him. John, in turn, loved Emily very much. They were always together, playing, laughing, and exploring the world around them. Every day, they would go outside to play. They loved walking through the fields, feeling the soft grass under their feet. Sometimes they would lie down and watch the clouds drift by. At night, they would sit together and watch the moonlight dance across the fields. John would often tell Emily stories, and she would listen with wide eyes, fascinated by his words. John was a kind brother. He always let Emily choose the games they played, and he never got angry when she made mistakes. He was patient, and he made sure Emily was always happy. The village was a safe and quiet place, and their days passed by peacefully. One bright afternoon, John and Emily decided to go to a field near their house. The field was their favorite place to play because there was a beautiful stream that flowed through it. They loved watching the water sparkle in the sunlight and listening to the gentle sound of the stream as it moved over the rocks. As they walked along the stream, they talked and laughed, enjoying the warm day. Suddenly, Emily stopped. Her eyes grew wide with fear. A snake had slithered out from behind the bushes and was moving quickly toward her. Emily screamed, frozen in fear. The snake was close to close. John's heart raced, but he didn't think twice. He grabbed a stick that was lying on the ground. Without a moment's hesitation, he rushed to protect his sister. He swung the stick at the snake, shouting loudly to scare it away. The snake hissed and lunged toward John. In the struggle, the snake managed to bite John before slithering away into the bush. Emily watched in horror as John fell to the ground. He had fainted from the snake bite. She didn't know what to do. She knelt beside him, crying, calling out his name, but he didn't wake up. Just when Emily felt the deepest fear she had ever known, she heard footsteps. A farmer who was passing by had heard her cries and rushed over to help. The farmer quickly realized what had happened. He lifted John into his arms and told Emily to follow him. They hurried to the village clinic. The doctor was ready to help as soon as they arrived. John was treated for the snake bite, and slowly he began to wake up. When John opened his eyes, he found himself in a small, clean room. His parents were there, looking worried but relieved. Emily was by his side, holding his hand tightly. Tears filled her eyes as she saw her brother awake and safe. She had been so scared that she might lose him. John smiled weakly at his sister. He was tired and in pain, but he was happy to see Emily safe. Their parents hugged them both, grateful that the farmer had been nearby and that John had been brave enough to protect his sister. After a few days of rest, John was back on his feet. The villagers praised him for his bravery and everyone was glad that he had recovered. From that day on, John and Emily were even closer. They still played in the fields and walked by the stream, but now they were more careful. They knew how lucky they had been. John never stopped looking out for Emily, and Emily never forgot the day her brother saved her. Their bond, strong before, grew even stronger. And so, their days in the peaceful countryside continued, filled with love, laughter, and the quiet joy of knowing that they would always be there for each other.